Hello, IELTS exam takers. So let's get ready for your speaking exam simulation. So again, 14 minutes, you're going to be with me. We're going to talk a lot. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. I want you to extend your answers, practice answering face-to-face with your examiner. All right, so have a great time in this session. Again, if you want to record your responses so you can listen to them later, that's always a really good educational opportunity. All right, so these are all the steps, of course, we are going to work through in this speaking exam simulation. Let's begin. Today is the speaking interview for the IELTS exam simulation at EnglishExamPrep.com in Montreal, Canada. The candidate is you, candidate number 1234567, and the examiner is me, examiner number 876543. Good afternoon, my name is Kyle Broda. Can you tell me your full name, please? Can I see your identification? That's fine, thank you. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about your home. Tell me about your favorite room in the place where you live. Are there any spaces in your house or apartment that you do not like? Are there any repairs that need to be done in your house or apartment? Now let's move on to talk about art. Do you like going to museums and seeing art? Did you learn about art when you were a kid? Is it a good thing to learn about when you are a child? Can you describe your favorite painting? Let's move on to talk about culture. Are there any special things about your culture that you like to tell your friends about? Is there anything about your new culture where you live now that surprised you? Do you like learning about new cultures? What do you like about your culture? Now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. You'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. Do you understand? Here is some paper and a pencil for making notes, and here is your topic. Please don't write on the booklet. I would like you to describe a family that you would like to know better. All right, remember you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please? Thank you. Do other people admire this family? Thank you. Can I have the paper, the pencil, and the topic card back, please? We've been talking about a family that you would like to know better, and I'd like to discuss with you 1 or 2 more general questions related to this. Let's first of all talk about city planning. Is there a certain type of neighborhood or area that families like to live in? versus young professionals? You mentioned that young professionals like to live closer to where they work, but often there is less space when they live downtown like that. Is there anything that cities can do to promote families with kids to live closer to the city center, even though there is often less space in those areas? And why do families find it important to make sure that they have a lot of space in the place where they live, especially when they have kids? And meanwhile, why do young professionals who maybe are single and don't have kids, why do they often not want to live in the suburbs, even though there's a lot of space and nature in the suburbs? Let's move on to talk about careers and families. What are some challenges that people with families often have when they are working in high stress careers? And it seems like some companies offer a certain flexibility for people with families these days. But what types of benefits does that offer to the employee working who's balancing family and work life and the company itself? In the past, how did people balance those family responsibilities with their work responsibilities? Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test. Thumbs up. Good job, everybody. So if you're balancing family life like the questions we're asking, well, hey, good work. Thanks for making the time to log in here and get ready for the exam. For a lot of you, I'm sure you're taking this exam because you want to provide a better future for your family or maybe your future family, right? So whatever your situation is, hey, we're here for you. We're cheering for you. Keep up that good work. We sure appreciate the time that you are investing in really making sure that you have the best possible IELTS score that you can have.